General Masemola has came hard on General Sibiya. He says that he went roji, and if you understand the word roji, it means you were very unprincipled, and the opposite of unprincipled is being corrupt. It's being scandalous, because being principled means the word principle, it means being grounded. So outside of being grounded, it's all these wrong words. He's saying, who told you to take the dockets from KZN to your office when you could not even sign an investigator to those dockets? Why did you bring these dockets to your office if you are not going to assign any investigators? If I was involved in the process of disbanding the political killing task team, I would have appointed firstly, or I would have found investigators that would have dealt with those cases. But you take the docket just so that they can sit comfortably at your office. The docket does not have investigators because of how you went about it. He's like, no. Please don't you dare saying, I signed the letter to disband the political killing task team. Nope, I was not even at my office. I was on leave when all of that things happened. 3, he's saying, even when I came back, I categorically stated that this decision is I don't agree with that. It was on the 2nd of January 2025 when I voiced my concern about that. That is who? General Masemola in an affidavit. Right, going hard on General Sibiya, saying, "Hi, Mina, please don't involve me in things outside principle." Mana. So that is what we are going to unpack in this episode. Things of interest. Let's unpack them. Let's dissect them. I want you to think of it this way. General Sibiya have recently lost a case against Patricia Marshall. Now, it is the case that he has launched because he want to go back to work. 3, parliamentary, they are investigating him as well. 4, commission of inquiry, he will be a subject of the conversation there. I want to ask you a question before we proceed. What benefit does it do for him to go back to work when he is a subject of investigation as of now? What benefit does it do for him to go back to work? Well, while you are still answering that question, maybe we need to start here. If you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To like the video, it is free of charge. You can also join. Click the join button. Become a member of this YouTube channel. You will pay from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also make use of the Super Thanks button. You can donate from as little as 20 Rand a month as we proceed. I see. Now, let's now go through this article that was released by News 24. The heading of the article says, Masemola claims Sibiya went roji as police capture scandal rags on. Right? They are saying Deputy Police Commissioner for Crime Detention, Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya, last month implicated in allegation that the country's criminal justice had been captured by criminals. The country's, He has since been ordered to stay at home pending the investigation and has now turned into High Court in a bid to return to work. National Police Masemola filed an opposing paper this week. The National Police Commissioner Utai. I want to remind you about the 21 dockets, 121 if I'm not mistaken, that are sitting in Elok. Wem Kwana has said that. But before we get there, let's start here. Police Commissioner General Masemola says embattled Deputy Lieutenant General went rogue with the disbandment of the political clearing task team. The country's top cop said in response to Sibiya's claim that he was simply following Masemola's orders. I was following Masemola's orders. Masemola says, whoa, which orders? From who? Me? Where was I when I ordered you that? I was on leave when you guys were doing that. I was not even at the office. So which order were you following then? Hey, this is going to be interesting. Let's proceed. Sibiya, the Deputy National Police Commissioner for Crime Detention, has approached the High Court, the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria, with an urgent bid to have this stay-home order he received last month overturned and returned to work. The order followed. Okay, we're not going to go into the nitty-gritties of that, right? Sibiya, in his court papers, however, put a letter. He said Astral Police Minister Senzo Mchunu wrote to Masemola on the 31st of December, directing that the task team be disbanded immediately. 3 days later, he said he received an email from Masemola's office to communicate the deactivation to the team and submit a close-up report. He further claimed there were attempts to transfer the docket to KwaZulu-Natal, Meda and Rapa Unity, but that Mkhwanazi refused them. Masemola's office then tasked Sibiya's team with taking this docket. According to Masemola, however, he was on leave when Mkhunu's directive was sent to his office, and it only came to his attention on the 2nd of January 2025. So it's gonna be interesting. I wish we see this being broadcasted, because it's gonna be interesting. Me listening to, or us listening to Sibiya arguing. No, you said that, and the lawyers, Masemola says, hey, you received an email from me. Bring that email out. Let's see. And it says, oh, I was on leave. What are you talking about? I was on leave. I was not present. I'm interested to see those arguments. Who was then at the office communicating with Sibiya, saying to Sibiya, you know what? Go and collect the oath. Go and tell them to do this and this with this docket. I'm interested to know the person that was communicating with him from the office of the police commissioner, because the police commissioner was on leave. Hey, interesting, but let's proceed. He accepted that the directive fell within the oversight powers of minister. He, however, held the view that Mkhunu's insistence on how and when the task team be deactivated overreached into his constitutional mandate as a national police commissioner of police to manage and supervise the police service. Masemola said after returning to work on the 14th of January, he met with Sibiya, who presented the plan, a letter on how to close the task team. It's gonna be interesting because I'm seeing if you followed the court at the constitutional court and what Mkhunu filed, and you follow what Sibiya filed, there's contradiction there, but it's gonna be interesting. Let's proceed. Let's listen to this. Masemola said, I was, however, not satisfied with the proposed plan and informed the Sibiya that it will be irresponsible to summarily disband the task team and remove the case docket from them, as it will have detrimental effect on the investigation of the cases, Masemola said. It then continues to say, the proposed plan once again negated my instruction, and that there must be a gradual wind down of the operation of the task team. And I was not prepared to sign any I was not prepared to sign the document, and instructed him to leave the issue with me, as I was personally developing a plan to be presented to the minister. Well, I am interested. because at first Sibiya said hey, it is the minister, it is Masemola who disbanded the team. Then the letter came back, and the letter says, nope. The letter was signed by Mchun. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, there's a lot that is going to come out of this thing. And, yeah. Oh, before we proceed, do you remember Mkhwana was speaking about the dockets being at the office of Sibiya? He said it. Here.
On the 26th of March 2025, this year, a total of 121 case dockets that were under investigation were taken away from the task team as directed by a Deputy National Commissioner Crime Detection, a Lieutenant General Sibiya, who was acting on the instruction of the Minister of Police to disband the team. This was done without the authority of the National Commissioner, nor I, as a Provincial Commissioner, was never informed. These case dockets have since March been sitting at the head office ever since, without any investigation work done on them. 5 of these dockets had already instruction to arrest perpetrators, but nothing has been done because a Lieutenant General Sibiya, being instructed by the minister, executing instruction of the minister, withdrew all these dockets and they're sitting in archive in his office in Pretoria. God knows why. Okay,
now let's then proceed. And let's look at what happened after that. Masemola team. These dockets were removed from the investigators and they remain dormant at the head office, not assigned to any investigators and without any plan for their future investigators. Upon making inquiries, it appeared to me that Sibiya might have deliberately ignored my instruction and acted contrary to his obligations in terms of appointment, which necessitated investigation as to intention and motive and interest in the disbandment of the political task team. In other words, when you were keen to do nothing but your will. Because I was not even part and parcel. I was not even. Do you see what I'm trying to say? But what I want you to understand is that, listen to the words that are being used by Masemola there. When he says it necessitated an investigation as to his intentions and motives. In other words, this Sibiya, he is currently under investigation as to why did you do this? Why are you moving suspiciously? Why? It's not me. If you've got a problem, no Masemola and the poll papers. Hey, we've got a problem with the man. Hey, something is spitting water. Not me. All right. Okay. Disguised as suspension, which Masemola had also denied, saying it was merely to ensure Sibiya, who is highly ranking deputy national commissioner, was not present in the office while the preliminary investigation took place. Right. It would not have been possible to do such preliminary investigation while Sibiya was in the office, as many of the witnesses reported direct to him and will be intimidated by his mere presence in the office not to participate. So I suspended you simply because I want people will be intimidated by you being at the office. So that's the reason why when you must be placed on leave. But for me, I don't think I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Come on, man. It's a norm that people get suspended if there is an investigation that is currently ongoing. It's a norm. It's a norm. Now, I want to leave it up to you. You must tell me, because me don't know. Me don't know. Yeah. Ha! Hey, some things will shock you. I'm telling you, some things will shock you. But I want you to tell me, what benefit does it do for General Sibiya to go back to the office? What benefit does it do? Because he wants to go back. What benefit does it do for the man to go back to the office? Just that question. I wonder if we can answer that aspect. We have dealt with all other aspects. Just this aspect. What benefit does it do for him to be at the office while he's being investigated as to why did you do this and this and this?